Uh, Listen, the banana phone is where it's at. Welcome, everyone, to Hammered and Cheese. We are live. I am Dino, the Genetic Marvel. I am the one that's just narrating the shenanigans that's going to ensue. With me, as always, is my co-host, Mr. Cole Clayton. How are you, sir?
All right. How you doing?
I'm living my dreams. Are you kidding me? I do drugs on the weekend. I made jewelry last week. I was in college. I took a college course. It was ridiculous. And of course, our guest for today is Mindy Wirth. How are you, Mindy?
Hi, everybody. I'm doing good. I'm doing well. I'm just home from work. So I'm glad that we did this cooking show because I'm going to show you guys how to make something really quick, fast, easy. It freezes well. It's economical. And it's good for you.
That's not what you were telling me when you were prepping me earlier.
Listen, I'm Greek. We love lentils. So I'm like, listen, a fast way of doing them? Absolutely. Let's do this.
Yeah, you told me the opposite. You told me it's not going to be quick.
Our recipes for lentils take forever. So, hey, if I'm going to learn something, I like it.
I'm going to make it quick and easy. I'm going to do like New York minute fast lentil soup. So,
okay. So we're doing Rachel Ray. Gotcha.
Yeah, we'll do it like a Rachel Ray. And I spent many years in a little Athens or Astoria, so I know. Like, I've had a soul for having me on.
I love it.
Okay, so do you guys want to see the finished product first, and then we'll build up to it?
Absolutely.
Let's actually do it at the end. After we put everything together, let's do it. Yeah,
Okay. All right, so I have a background in healthcare, okay? So I got to do everything with my gloves, okay? And then I have my garbage right next to me, all right? Because we're going to be quick, easy, fast, efficient. 1, 2, 3.
Beautiful. Kyle says,
I go mental trailer park, so I don't use gloves for anything.
Just like the rest of the recipe, you could pick it up or put it down as much as you like. You could wear gloves, no gloves. If you're missing an ingredient, forget about it. Move on to the next ingredient.
My wife is adamant about wearing gloves, and then I'll have to rip the silver skin off of some meat, and I'm like, yeah, no problem. I'll just get in there with my bare hands, and I'm like, yeah, that's fine. What's the big deal?
Gloves are like chicken. That's about it. Chicken is the only thing I really am big on gloves.
Kyle says I go mental for some lentils. It's fantastic.
Or if I'm deep frying something, like battering something.
Well, what I'm going to use today, so I'm going to use my rice cooker. I'm not even going to put on the oven. It's hot out. It's summer. So my rice cooker, it has different settings. I like to use a saute and then simmer setting. And then if you're going to use the pot, just, turn up the heat, do the vegetables, and then you simmer it. So, you could do it with or without a rice cooker.
I didn't know that we got to use a rice cooker.
Oh, yeah, it's quick and easy. And then if you don't have a rice cooker, you could do a pot. Just put up the heat a little bit.
Are we going to use beef broth for this?
We have beef broth today, but you could use beef broth, vegetable broth, chicken broth. They're interchangeable. Today we're going to do beef because it has a nice, thick, rich flavor.
Beef broth is the best of the broth, in my opinion.
I love beef broth. I really do, But it depends on what you're making, And sometimes with vegetable broths, they just taste a little farty or something. They're kind of gross. Anyway, so just, eyeball a good amount of olive oil for the bottom of the pan. Okay, and then let it do its thing while we start chopping.
That's what I forgot. I forgot olive oil, so I'm going to use butter.
Oh, you could use butter if you want to. Right, but this entire recipe is you could mix it up however you like.
I got to be honest, it wasn't a matter of want to. I just forgot the olive oil.
Oh, it's okay. Any kind of grease will do. Yeah. But my thing that I usually do is I usually add way too many vegetables in my soups, but I got it down to a science today. So we're just going to use one big fat red onion. There you go.
Nice.
Yeah. So just, all lentil soups, like most soups, you just need 3 ingredients as a base.
Yeah.
And then the rest of it really is interchangeable.
Which
right. So
Just onions, carrots,
Hey,
celery.
Dino, can you make her
Onions,
bigger?
carrots, celery.
can.
You want to make me bigger?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There you
Oh,
go.
you're doing it too? Oh, so cute. So, so Cole, you were asking me about wine pairings and what pairs well with this. So the internet says Syrah or like a bold red.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what I'm gonna do is I'm just having some Snapple, but I like to, because I'm so hood, I just have a can of beer in a bag, like a real thug.
That's
So
okay. I paired it with a mango White Claw, so.
Listen, that is absolutely gangster.
I don't drink red wine. So when you said red wine, I was like, I'm out. So.
Too classy. Yeah. I mean, if we were going to really thug it out, this would be a 40, but I'm 42, so I can't, I can only do half as much as I did.
That's very, that is very Queens of you. Queens, New York. I'm
You know
a 40.
I respect that, Mindy, because I'll tell you, this past weekend, I had the 150th episode of Generation Dan, and I drank a bottle of wine on the air. And afterward, I thought I was going to die.
And you didn't invite me.
God. I thought I was going to die. It was so, and I was just like, oh my God, I'm an old man. I can't drink anymore. That's it.
Why wasn't I invited? It was Father's Day. I'm a father. There was wine, apparently. I'm a drunk.
Bro, we were interviewing Atlas's dad and his two childhood friends. It was insane. That's fantastic. So, Mindy, how often do you eat lentils? Is this something that you'll have on a weekly basis?
Oh, yeah. You could do this every day as a meal prep. You could freeze it in batches. So when I was in nursing school, for example, I was so thin. I was super skinny because all I would eat was lentil soup and watermelon, basically. And like some little like hash browns from Dunkin' Donuts or whatever, because I was always on the go. I was a size 0. I was shitting my brains out. So, okay, that's another thing about lentil soup, guys. So I'm a girl, okay? So, as a white girl, I probably have like 1 or 3 eating disorders at any given time. This will really make you go to the bathroom.
I gotta be honest with you, I think men have eating disorders too, but it's a different kind. We eat everything.
Yeah. You guys are all.
We're like,
I know.
I'm fat, bro. 300 pounds later.
Girls are bingers too, equal opportunity fatness. So absolutely. I'm just going to toss it right into the thing. And it's good because start with the onions, really. If you have an option, start with the onions so you get that nice base.
Yep.
All right. And then I always like to start with an onion in whatever soup I'm doing. And then just chop it up. The idea is, don't you hate when you eat like a soup or a salad and everything's all different sizes? And you're like, oh man, this cucumber is really taking up my whole tongue real estate here. So when you're chopping, just try to get it as small as the lentils, basically.
Oh, I'm not gonna do all that.
Yeah, think about.
That's too much work.
He is very capable of doing it. He's just like, out of spite, I'm not gonna do it.
I was a chef. Yeah. I was a chef. I was a chef for 2 years, and now I don't do that for a reason.
Oh, you were a chef?
Yeah, I was a chef for 2 years.
Oh, so you must have gotten like really traumatized by prepping. I know, right?
No, I'm just lazy.
Yeah. I mean, anyway, just go as small as you can. It doesn't matter anyway.
I'm just a lazy person in general. I don't like to do much.
Yeah, that's why this is a great dish to bake, because you could make this and then it's enough for like a month or 2 weeks. And my brother,
if you're full, it'll be one sitting, one individual sitting.
No,
you'll eat the entire pot.
Leftovers. I don't make leftovers.
Bro.
Anyway, I'm just going to pass this around.
Right.
Okay, stir it up, and then just keep this going, and then you move on to your next veggie. Okay, so I have some from yesterday. Here's some celery. So you're gonna do like 3 or 5 stalks of celery, whatever you like. Everything in this recipe is good because it's to your taste. So 1, maybe 2 more celeries. Okay.
Okay.
And I get rid of the bottom where it's white. Yeah, get rid of the bottom where it's white because it doesn't taste like anything. But you could even put the leaves up, like up into the leaves of the celery. Throw it all in there. It's fine.
I have a question.
Anyway.
I hate celery, so I want to remove it. What would you recommend for me to put instead of celery?
If
you don't like celery, I'm going to say maybe like leeks, maybe leeks, or maybe like shallots or something, but then that's just another onion.
See, I was even thinking of doing something like spinach or something, or another green. But leeks are a good idea,
bro.
Leeks are a good idea.
Well, I'm going to show you something as we go. So let me just get this out of my hair, and then I'm going to show you like the next vegetables that add like a lot of really nice flavor.
Listen, Atlas just said the rubber gloves make it look like she's about to disimpact a bowel or something. I mean, listen, very threatening with the gloves. I like it.
I'm interested.
I like it, yeah. And I will disimpact, yeah.
That's my job, bro.
She will take you out.
Yes, as a nurse, I will disimpact somebody's bowel and then just come right back to my eating. It's fine, and cooking. It does not faze me.
How quick can you get to Cleveland?
How quick can you Jesus Christ.
So, okay, and just keep tossing the stuff, pile it in. Okay. Boom. Okay, this is all good stuff. Yeah, good. Okay. And then so then we have like a soup spoon and a ladle. Yeah. The ladle, this is good for nothing until you're done and you have to pour it into other cups. Right? Like, what if something has to be... This is almost useless, right?
Yeah, no, that's fair. You're 100% accurate. That's accurate. Yeah.
Yeah, this is what... All it does is, like, prevent me from closing the drawers in my kitchen.
100%.
99% of the time, yeah.
I feel that, bro.
Cole, your mom asked, do you remember your last vegetarian relationship? Interesting. I don't know why.
So I'm moving on to carrots. I get baby carrots because you don't have to peel them or do anything. But I'll tell you a secret.
Tell me.
If you go to the real produce store, not like the regular supermarket. If you go to the regular produce store and you get like those fat carrots, those are really good too to use.
That's where I got all my vegetables today, was the produce store.
Oh, I love the produce store.
So what I've been doing is I've been smoking meat and doing trays of vegetables underneath the smoked meat. And in those
nice.
Okay, when he's been smoking meat, he's saying that he's celebrating June.
Yeah,
that's what he's explaining.
Hey, I'll get one of those big carrots and I'll cut it with a mandolin, so it's very, very thinly shaved.
Oh, nice.
And just let it sit there. I'll throw in carrot, onions, maybe some mushrooms, and some garlic with a bunch of olive oil and spices and garlic butter. And just let it just sit there for like 2.5 hours. It is wild.
Oh, that sounds so nice.
Oh, yeah. It's top tier. I don't know. My mom was awesome at beating me with a ladle. I mean, a ladle is a good weapon. That's 100%.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's good because it fakes you out. You're like, oh, she has a ladle. She's going for the soup. Nope. Bam. Hit you with it.
Nope.
It's right out of the blue. Yeah. Sneak attack.
Yeah. My grandma, this is grandma. I would get the wooden spoon and you get that there. So you get that there. Go up the stairs. You get that there.
Grandma's
weapons. You're not very good at punishment.
Grandmothers had that spoon like Wolverine's claws. It would just pop out of their hands magically, and they'd be like, "Pow!" Right? That's legit. What
honestly, you got to master as a parent. As I'm a father, right? So all you got to do is master like the disappointing look. Like just, that's way worse than getting a spoon. I'm just saying, like that's what you got to do. Don't even talk about the eggs on the silent treatment.
That's fair.
Huh? Oh, the carrots. I don't know if I showed you guys. I just cut the baby carrots into 4 or 5. Just slice them up. It's fine.
That's legit. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to go back.
I've
Cole's,
moved on to mushrooms.
Cole's doing mushrooms as well, Mindy. Is that something that's fair game?
Yeah. You could do mushrooms now, or you could do the peppers. Well, either way. But yeah, I'll do mine too. So I used half of this yesterday. I'll use the rest of it today.
Solid.
I like Baby Bella. Bella, you get like a better flavor.
I guess.
Are you also throwing, Mindy? Are you also throwing some like hot peppers in there, like some jalapenos?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, I have. Yeah, jalapenos.
So
don't get
what I didn't have, but is also good, is green peppers. Green peppers are really good. Green peppers and mushrooms together on anything, even if you saute it with kale or spinach or something, it's so good. It doesn't even taste like you're being vegetarian. Yeah.
No, so we actually even planted this year a whole bunch of different types of pepper in our garden, and I'm hoping that we can get some little peppers going by the end of the summer. But I don't know.
Wow, that's so nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm actually building like an archway for our tomatoes, cucumbers, and melons to grow over, and we're kind of experimenting to see how it turns out.
Oh man, I'm so jealous. I miss my garden. I haven't had a garden in forever.
See, I've always been very fat, Mindy, and only recently did I lose 250 pounds. So now I'm a lot less fat. Like I'm just one fat person, whereas before I was two fat people. So
oh no.
Yeah. So
how'd you lose the weight?
I'm pretty fat.
I basically fasted myself into a thin body. It's very exciting.
Oh, so, good. I'm working on that too.
It's really, you know what? Once you get to 24 hours, you're like, oh, it's not as bad as I thought. And then you're like, oh, then you could do more. It's like the most I've ever done is 180 hours, and it's wild. It's a wild experience. I highly recommend it to people just for your own health. Like I'm this close to beating my type 2 diabetes. It's like
wow,
super healthy now. It's really good, and I'm still enjoying my life. But this is one of the things is that like, so I'm like taking advantage now because I'm like now I can move around. So I'm like, all right, let's plant something cool. And now like I made 2 little garden areas and planted a whole bunch of tomatoes and stuff. Should be good. It'll be exciting for the summer.
There's my
that's really awesome what it did for your whole lifestyle, though. You feel like you have so much more energy now. You could do a lot more.
Oh yeah, it's honestly fantastic. Like just a million different reasons.
So maybe we did this roast, right? We did this roast. We did this roast. It was of me for my birthday, but like roast go, you roast everybody involved. Well, one of our buddies who was on it, he told this joke about Dino. He said, it's when it came down to exercising and fasting, Dino chose to give up the one thing that he loved instead of exercising, which is eating.
Oh no!
I mean, it's
and it
true.
was the greatest joke of the whole roast, if I'm honest. It was great.
That's so funny.
It was a good bro, and it's true. I'm like, yeah. Oh, I could exercise, or I could do absolutely nothing. Like, I sit there and watch TV. I'm like, I have barely the energy to drink water. I'll just do that. It's not that bad. No?
So now that all my vegetables are in, do I go ahead and throw these lentils in?
Yeah. Oh, you're up to that already? Yeah. Just toss the lentils in.
First, huh? I had a feeling.
No, you're good. So yeah, just toss the lentils in, and then just like let them toast up a little bit. Like when you make rice, you just like saute it a little bit, and mix everything up together.
Okay.
And then let it sit for a minute, and then you're gonna get out your spices. So I'm just still chopping this last 2. Sometimes I'm so lazy, I'll use the scissor. Scissors are good too.
Hey, you know what? That's not lazy. That is being extra efficient, and you deserve commendation instead. Okay, because Listen, there's even when you go, if you go to like Korean barbecue or something like that, if it's a good place, they'll use scissors for the meat. Like, we have meat scissors upstairs in our kitchen. I'm like, yeah, absolutely. They're the sharpest ones.
They're so great too because I took my brother to Korean barbecue, and our Aunt Fran used to cut us pizza with the scissors, right? So at Korean barbecue, I felt like Aunt Fran was there cooking for us. So cute.
I mean, I've got some places where they use scissors for bacon, so just to make it easier.
Absolutely. Like, listen, bacon is a pain. If you can cut it into small bits, done.
Right.
Oh, wait, guys. So there's one thing that I forgot to put in here.
Yep.
Turmeric. Turmeric is such a pain in the ass to find in the store.
I know. I had to look for this shit.
Oh, you got
it? Were you able to find it?
Good for you,
I did. I really need it anyway, because my mom likes fucking turmeric in all her food.
It's really good for you.
It's like medicine. Yeah.
Yeah, you need to be eating turmeric.
Yo, I'll do a lemon water with ginger, turmeric, and
how much of this
and cayenne every day.
That sounds really good.
Yeah,
that's
and then
really
like it tastes horrific, but I do that, and I do an apple cider vinegar, which apple cider vinegar is horrifically bad. You never get used to it, but it's really good for you. So
apple cider vinegar?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know it fucks up your teeth, right?
No, it doesn't.
Does it?
No.
Apple cider vinegar? Yes, it does. It eats the fucking your
that's
teeth,
what
bro.
Big Fluoride wants you to think, sir. No, I don't know.
All right, turmeric is a go. Good. All right, so toss this in there, and then like at the end of it, if it has these little fingers, whatever, I don't care. Just throw the chunks in there. It's fine.
Throw them in. Nice.
Yes.
Where do you
You'll
find that? Do you have to go to a specialty grocery store to find it for grading, or Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So in Astoria, it's very ethnic there. But I live in Whitestone. I live like 20 minutes away, like towards Long Island. So it's harder to find that stuff. I had to go to like 2 or 3 different stores to find it here.
Where will it be? Like a Middle Eastern or Southeast Asian place?
Yeah, like Middle Eastern. You could probably find it in the H Mart too. I didn't try H Mart, but I would have if I needed to. I don't
have everything in New York.
Yeah.
Huh?
Don't y'all have like everything in New York?
We do, but in certain neighborhoods, it's like a little harder to find unless it's like a very ethnic neighborhood.
Hey, we have everything, but also how much of a pain in the ass do you want to go through to get that thing, right?
Right, yeah. It's like, we already have to go to 4 different stores or 5 different stores in a day to go shopping here.
Well, the reason why I even like to have that belief is because I was told like New York is like the only place in the country where you can get certain things. Like they have a specific kind of fish oil that they make ramen with in Japan, and you can only get it in New York City and over here.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But New York, you'll be able to get it in LA.
No, you can't get it anywhere besides New York City. That's what they say.
I don't know.
Yeah, it depends, but there are definitely certain things that are just,
That's why they say the best ramen in the country is in New York City.
Oh, man, it's been a while since for ramen.
That's only because some guy moved from Japan to New York City instead of LA. That's all that means. It's not, it's not a guy who was born in...
I don't know what they're talking about. I got ramen right here. I got Maruchan right here.
You're yeah, anyways. What are you adding next?
Okay, so now we're just going to do spices. So I know, Cole, you already started, but I just like to throw adobo, eyeball it, just coat the whole thing. Who cares? And this is adobo light because, I'm trying to be thin.
Why you said to celebrate Juneteenth?
It's light. Low sodium, right.
Yeah.
I don't want to retain any more water. So this is cayenne pepper, go nuts.
Beautiful.
A lot of cayenne, and then garlic powder. because I'm too fucking lazy. I'm not gonna chop up garlic. That's please. So I'm not peeling garlic. What a pain in the ass. That's for somebody else, you know. Or I buy it
Who
peeled.
does that?
It is 100% a pain in the ass.
I
However,
bought pre-peel. I pay the extra $2 for pre-peeled garlic.
Yeah, me too. But even to chop it, it's so tiny. You know, please. Anyway, this is black pepper. I took the whole thing off. I'm just going nuts with the black pepper.
Black
And
just balls to the wall, Amity.
pepper. Balls to the wall.
African American.
Now,
if you don't taste it on the front end, you're going to taste it on the back end with all this pepper.
and that will be a good thing. That's okay too.
And
I'd be happy with that.
Cole, your mom says apple cider vinegar has literally never bothered me. I can shoot it like tequila with no chaser. Being able to shoot tequila with no chaser isn't an achievement. That means you have a problem, Amy. Jesus Christ. This girl knows how to spice food. Hell yes. Well, Mindy, you have Cole's mom thinks you do a great spice work. Okay.
Thank you, Cole's mom. and Cole's mom, it sounds like you know how to party. We got a party. Anyway,
she does know how to party.
Yeah, so we got a party with Cole's mom. All right, that's paprika. Okay, and then because we're in Queens, we have to be a little authentico. So here's sazon. This goes good on anything. Any soup and stew, you just add it. It's like an instant boost. All right, so that, and then the last thing.
Yeah.
I have a secret ingredient that I didn't put on the list. This is so optional. Chia seeds. Okay, because if the lentils didn't do it, you want to make doo-doo, right? You want nutrients and make doo-doo, right? Because then you'll be thin. You know what I mean? Anyway,
God willing.
Just so much of that too. Right, and then there you go. So this is the ultimate laxative diuretic soup. It's like 3 ballerina soup. Anyway, and then just go nuts. Okay, good. And then you could do, and then you could just do the broth. One, and I do have 2 beef broths.
I really like the way you're cooking, where you're just like, yeah, that's fine. Take the cap off and do it with all your feeling. I love it. Top tier.
We're good. Just like with passion, energy. Yeah, it's an art. It's not a science.
Listen. I'm using my gut, and my gut will suffer in silence if it doesn't like it. That's it. You made it. You'll eat it. That's fine. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so I got low sodium beef broth, right? So it's only got 10 calories per serving.
Yeah.
For 4 servings. Oh, the whole thing is 40 calories. You're not even adding anything. There's no salt. Not a lot of preservatives going on here. So this is all good for you.
Yep.
You just want like the protein, the fiber, the potassium from everything you're eating. You don't want all that gunk, sitting on
100%, you. 100%.
That's cool. I've been constipated for like 4 years. So.
See, you were constipated for 4 years?
Yeah.
Not after tonight, bro. Not after tonight.
Not after tonight. This is gonna clean you right up. No. We're gonna clean. No.
I've tried everything in the book.
That's the thing is, if you're backed up, hey, if I said, hey, Mom, I'm backed up, boom, next day we had lentils, and the day after that, all was working just fine immediately.
I'm kidding. I'm not really fucking constipated.
Yeah, trust me. Any hint of any sort of backing up is going to be gone by tomorrow, sir.
I was kidding. 9 years? Jesus.
So I added 2 quarts. Is this a quart?
Yeah.
This is a quart. I added 2 quarts to the beef broth, but I'm just going to add like a little extra, like a pint or so of water. And then this is just going to go nuts. So this is going to cycle through. Let this run. Let it rock until the lentils like burst. Once they burst and all the little starch inside starts to thicken up the soup, then you're done.
Because Mindy, you're using red lentils, correct?
I'm using no. You can, but no. These are just regular brown lentils.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
let me show you. Yeah, and this same thing, actually, I'll show you. You could make the same soup with these brown lentils.
Yeah.
This is almond homemade, but you can use whatever. You could do split pea soup. You could do red lentils.
I think the brown ones and the red ones both do the same thing, where they burst open and it just gets thick and gunky like a stew.
You know,
right?
what was harder to find than the turmeric was actually lentils. I had to go to 2 different grocery stores to find lentils.
Really?
Really?
So interestingly enough, so I looked into the history, and you got to remember too is there's even stories of like in the Bible where somebody trades lentil stew for his birthright, right?
Yeah.
Historically, like lentils have been eaten by peasants and they've been eaten by kings as a delicacy.
I've never had lentil soup ever in my life. It's not a thing down south. I don't know if that is a thing in the Midwest. Because when I asked, it was like first place I went, I was like, "You guys have lentils?" They're like, "No." Like you said, like, how dare you ask me a question? Like,
yeah, well, in Queens, it's very ethnic over here, so you have like one of everybody, so
yeah, for sure.
you gotta really, yeah, so there's a lot of every ethnicity going on. Yeah. So this is going to keep going. So this is pretty much done. So the only other things that you could do to like zhuzh it up if you wanted to, okay?
It's cheese.
Flat leaf parsley on top. It's so good.
Broccoli?
Parsley.
A flat leaf, yeah. Italian parsley.
Good idea. Yeah, that's good.
I don't like the curly one. Yeah.
Here,
but
go ahead and make me big. Make me big for a second.
Make you big for a second? There you go. Yeah, what's
up? Here's my parsley.
Yeah, parsley. The freshest. The freshest.
Nice.
This fucking
but
guy.
If you get the parsley, if you get this one though, this is gonna make your dish so much peppery. It's gonna be so much better.
Oh yeah.
You love it.
Yeah. I'm going. There you go. I honestly believe that like it is something that you should learn as an adult is to have your own herb garden. Even if it's in a potter, even if you're in a
I had one and then I got divorced.
Okay. Hey, you know what though? What you should do is get like a potter, like a standing potter, fill it with some dirt, have it outside, let it grow. During the wintertime, just bring it inside. It'll be great for you.
I can't even remember to put my eggs back in the refrigerator sometimes.
I know. You just got to try. Hey, Mindy, for how many hours will you be cooking the lentils for? Yeah, so when they're in the rice cooker, how long are they going to go for?
So when they're in the rice cooker, I will admit I am cheating because it's like an automatic timer, but I'm going to estimate like 45 minutes or something. Okay. And I might have to put it in for another cycle. It might be 2 hours.
I was freaking out. I was like, 2 hours?
I mean,
it might take You're going to kill me.
Yeah, I mean, this is never going to be ready right now, but it might take another like 45 minutes or an hour. So I let this go out one cycle, and then if the lentils, they're usually still a little tough, and not burst all the way. So then I'll just do like one more cycle or half a cycle more.
Yeah.
To get it, more cooked.
There's a lot of recipes that work with a rice cooker. That when like even one of the things I've been exploring is the Instapot. We have one, and I'm like, there's a million different recipes that can work for it. And you're like, it's a whole meal, and you're done. Just boom, just everything.
Oh wow!
I'm really looking forward to experimenting with it because I've been trying to cook more and more and more, especially with this show. So that's interesting with the rice cooker with the lentils. I never would have thought that would work, but this is a good idea. I like it.
Yeah. I mean, I was like, because I don't need to switch rice. You know what I mean? Like, this is an insane amount of rice. But yeah, no, it's really good for the soup. So then, the way it turns out I end up with 8 of these at the end of this. You're gonna have a lot of soup, So these are frozen. Yeah, I make out really good. So I'll have so many of these in my freezer, and then when my brother comes over, he'll take them all home. He loves them. Yeah.
Now,
He's so happy.
will one canister it will be a full meal for yourself? You're content with that? Or?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm good with just this. This is great for me. I don't need to eat any more than this. This is like a good pint, I can't.
I've been the kind of person who makes a bunch of food and then I'm gonna go put it in the freezer. You know what I do? I end up eating it all. Especially when I'm drinking, because I'm the oldest of 6 kids, so I don't know how to have leftovers. You know what I mean? I was never raised to have leftovers. We just moved on to the next meal. So I'm sure Dino kind of gets it too, right?
Oh,
Dino, you were of 6 kids too. So.
Oh yeah. I'm the youngest of 5. The rules of the house was stretch or starve. And I'm like, bro, you just learn to just
don't be last to the dinner table.
Oh yeah. People learn real quick. You don't steal from my plate. I'll stab you with my fork immediately. Without hesitation.
That's my ex. She was big on freezing leftovers. She'd be like, "We'll freeze the leftovers." And the first time, because I started dating her when I was 19 years old, I was like, "How much food are you making? What do you mean leftovers? What the fuck is wrong with you? Who's all coming?"
Yeah.
Oh man,
so much.
Yeah, my boyfriend hates eating leftovers. I'm like, okay, Rockefeller, what the hell? I'm like, whatever, weirdo.
I don't mind eating leftovers. It's just nothing ever left over. That's the problem.
Even, bro, that's the thing is you have to, I was explaining this to other people where I'm like, I have no control about eating. I'm like, I'll sit down. I'm like, I'll eat 5 meals immediately. I'm like, I have to just turn it off and be like, oh no, I'm fasting, so I'm not eating for the next 72 hours. Otherwise, I'm like, otherwise I'm eating fucking.
My ex's family, they're Italian. Her stepdad was Italian, so when they had he's legitimately he's first gen American Sicilian, right? So I go over to their house for an event, and there's just fucking drami and salamis and crackers and olives and just a big ass. I'm like, all right, this is how we get down, right?
That's really nice. Totally different, yeah.
And the best part is, if you don't eat, that's insulting. You need to eat.
Right.
You need to eat to the point where
you ain't got no problem with me there.
You gotta unbutton your belt and just be like, oh God, just gonna give me a second. I need a little nap. Give me a little break, and then I'll eat some more. It's fine. Is there a little cake? Maybe I'll have some cake.
Mindy's like, you guys are a couple of fat asses. I see it now.
Oh, we're 100%, bro. Oh, Mindy, I went and visited. So I'm in Toronto, and Cole's in Ohio. So I would go visit him, and I'm like, for me, I'm on vacation, so I'm like, I'm Ubering Eats food to me and all sorts of stuff. And he's like, bro, I can't eat anymore. I'm like, why are you being such a bitch? I'm like, come on, man. He's the only person
who's ever been able to out-eat me, by the way. I could sit there and eat all day. And he ate me, he ate me under the table. Now, that sounds sexual, but...
It sounds very sexual. It was not sexual at all. I had a good time, not that good of a time. That's a little much. That's a little presumptuous. I'm not...
Maybe next time, though,
Yeah, well, that's what we got to do, right? So, you and I tried to press it at the same time, Cole.
Oh, is that what was happening? I was like, why the fuck isn't it working?
It's like, why isn't it working? We both tried to get his mom's comment, which is like, comments, share, and subscribe. But both of us were trying to press it, so we kept on turning it off and turning it on, turning it on. It's fantastic.
Two great minds, right?
So, Cole, you've never had lentils before in your life, right?
I've had those lentil smacks. The ones that they make chips out of.
I've
had those. Those are good. I've just never had lentil soup.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna love it. It's really nice.
Weird... Go ahead.
No. Tell me.
I was just gonna say I'm not one of those everything's got to be sausage and beef. I like to eat new food. I do. It's just there's so much different kinds of food. So
Well, so you picked the right one. This is like the oldest new food. They've been eating this for like 3,000 years BC. This is perfect food.
okay, so I'm originally from Houston, right, Texas.
Yeah.
There's like 4 food groups there. There's fucking steak. There's brisket. There's pork chop. There's hot dogs. That's it. Like chili. So coming up to Cleveland, which is more of a hodgepodge city, probably not as much as where you are, but like we have Polish people. There's a lot of Italians. We have we got a bunch of people there. So like I've tried all kinds of new foods as I've been here.
Yeah.
So
I'm eating very hearty food there. Yeah. Sounds like a lot of kielbasa's and ravioli.
Yeah, dude, hell yeah.
Oh, bro.
Oh wow.
So
that's crazy.
I went to visit Cole, and we went to Little Italy, and we ate a bunch of stuff. And we went for dessert, which was okay, but then we got a dessert pizza as well, and that was to take home. And I'm like, bro,
pizza. It was a pizza for dessert. It wasn't a dessert pizza. Let's get that.
For dessert. And I'm like, I regret nothing. It was a good pizza, so that's fine.
What was it, like an Italian pizza?
Yeah, no, it was just a good, solid pepperoni pizza. And I'm like,
I took him to the best place to get pizza in Cleveland. Like, if I'm honest. Now, it's good pizza. I'm sure you got way better where you are. I'm not gonna even put it up there, but it's the best. I took him to where did I take him? Where did I take him to again? I forgot the name. I'm drinking. Mama Santos. That's where I was thinking.
Mama Santos. Yeah. But like that's the thing. Like, no,
Mama Santos. We got pepperoni pizza.
But it was like that's the thing is even mediocre pizza is good pizza. So it's like really good pizza. Yeah. You're like, oh, like I remember I went to New York in like 2008, 2009 maybe. And we went to Jafara Pizza out in where I don't know. It was like a Orthodox Jewish neighborhood. And it was
Williamsburg, Crown Heights.
No, past that. It was somewhere else. It was further. We were staying in Williamsburg, at my friend's place, but it was further down the line from there. But it was
probably like Flatbush or something. Yeah, Crown Heights. Yeah.
One of the best pizzas I've ever had in my life. It was a fantastic pizza. The friends we were staying with, they took us to a place in Manhattan where they had a clam pizza, and I'm like, that's revolting. And she's like, you have to have it. I'm like, I'm not eating that shit. I just want a pepperoni pizza. And I'm like, and it was a good pizza. And I'm like, wow, it's a good pizza. I'm like, why would you order a clam pizza? Like that's immediately like,
I don't care.
I'm not sharing my pizza with anyone here. I'd like a clam pizza. And you're like, you're a piece of shit. That's what you are. It's like, people are like, my wife will order black olives and anchovies on purpose because she knows nobody else wants that.
Okay.
Like, oh man.
Will you settle something for me, Mindy? Not even settle something. Tell me what the best pizza is, because I don't want to go to New York. Every time I ask somebody, New York in general, wherever you are, because I know there's so many different areas in New York. What's the best pizza where you're at? Because everybody tells me a different place. I want to know your opinion. So when I go get the best pizza.
The best pizza, it's such a subjective thing, really. You know what I mean? Because even amongst us New Yorkers,
New York style pizza. Because I know y'all got a Brooklyn specific kind of pizza, right? Y'all got that greasy, floppy, folded up pizza.
All right, I'll tell you 2 pizzerias that I really love. So in Astoria, there's a pizzeria called A Taste of Italy. It's on Crescent Street, off 30th Avenue. It's so good. A Taste of Italy is really nice pizza. That's like real old school, authentic pizza. And then here in Whitestone, I really like Pizza Chef. I always really like Pizza Chef. They have like a nice doughy crust, but not everybody likes it doughy. You know, I like the middle like fluffy a little bit.
Yeah. I know what you mean. I want the outside. Yeah, I'm like, I like the outside crispy and then the inside a little bit doughy. But I'm like,
Yeah.
I want good toppings. I don't want. I'm like, I like that a little bit crunchy on the bottom, and it's got that little bit of like a almost like just burnt a little bit taste to it. Like, yeah, man, like it's a. And then I'm like, there are other times I'm like, I'll get like a deep dish. I'm like, I've never tried one, but I want to try one because I'm like, why not? But like a pan pizza is different. They're all good,
No
right?
way a pizza is made that I haven't like truly disliked. Detroit, Chicago, New York, every type of way is good. I get like there are shitty pizzas out there like Pizza Hut.
You know what?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
The Hut. Kyle, you're horrible. So there's actually a Pizza Hut by me that just started doing the all-you-can-eat lunch buffet, and I'm like, bro, that is like
Wow.
I went
Like
with my wife, and she was like, it was horrible. It was so bad. And I'm like, it's just you know, underdone pizza. And I'm like, it's so good.
Underdone pizza. I'm okay.
Yeah, I still like
I'm good on that. You know, we need to come up with a Toronto style pizza, Cleveland style pizza for the show, bro. We need to start repping our cities.
I don't know, man.
What would a Toronto style pizza be like?
Yeah, what would a Toronto style be?
Nothing good. Nothing good.
But
The problem is Toronto is extremely multicultural for the last like 60 years.
Moose on it.
But now it's like predominantly Southeast Asian, and everyone's like, what the hell's happening? So
it'd be like banh mi pizza.
It'd be butter chicken pizza, but the pizza would actually be like a giant rice cake. It's a horrible idea. Like, no, I don't.
They make sushi pizza now.
Ooh, cheese pizza with
poutine on top. I mean, I would do that. That makes sense.
Poutine.
Maybe I could do a potato dough.
We're putting poutine on the pizza.
I'm not putting poontang. It's poutine.
What's the difference?
You reject.
That's what I said.
One is full of gravy and the other one is French fries.
It's gonna be full of gravy, that's for sure.
One is full of cheese and gravy and the other one's just French fries.
Why'd you add cheese, Mindy? Why would you do such a horrible thing?
She's gonna be cheesing, all right.
You're a monster. I respect it wholeheartedly. Let's be honest. Listen, I still applaud this thumbnail that was provided by your Facebook, which I'm like, listen, the seriousness on your face while talking in this banana was top tier. Like, it's fantastic. I saw that. I'm like, how can I not use that? That is top tier. I'm making marked pizza. It's mostly mushrooms. I mean, so
mushrooms.
Listen, I'm like, I think I found this the other day was a pizza that had it didn't have much sauce and topping, so it was just more like bread with like some vegetables on it, and I'm like, there's not enough cheese and sauce. Like, but I'm like, the key is having those components that makes it a good pizza. The first time I ever had it, I was like, this is
how do we get on the subject of pizza? We're supposed to be having lentil soup. We just all moved to pizza.
I mean, who knows? Dino, sounds like you got a bruschetta. I'm like, yeah, but it wasn't because it was mushrooms. And I'm like, it wasn't.
Bruschetta's pretty good. I like bruschetta.
Thanks, Dino. Oh, McKay Pizza. So I grew up outside of Toronto in a suburb. And there was a pizza place called McKay's Pizza. And Kyle knows about it because it was closer to his house. But they would serve like a proper 36-inch pizza. And it would be thin but super crunchy, like on the outside, and like super greasy as well. But like tons of pepperoni, tons of cheese. It was a top tier pizza. It was massive as well. Oh, it was I'm like, that pizza. I remember like to the point where we had like a party with all of our friends, and my parents ordered that pizza, and everyone was like, "We've never even heard of this pizza place." I'm like, that's because we're like top tier people. We know how to eat.
Did you see
Saturday?
I made with my kids on my kids cooking show. I made those fucking Little Caesars pizza puffs from scratch.
Nice,
bro. They're so fucking good. Have y'all had those yet?
No.
Little Caesars?
Mindy, have you had pizza puffs from Little Caesars?
The pizza crust
Yeah, the crazy puffs or whatever.
Oh,
with the cheese in it.
Yeah,
nice.
they're so good.
Yeah, a long time ago. Yeah.
What do you mean a long time ago? They're brand new.
Oh, no. I'm thinking. I was thinking about the stuff.
Yeah.
We're having ourselves a Back to the Future situation. You're a time traveler.
The last time I was at Little Caesars was like 1999 in Florida.
Okay. I know the reputation they have. I know the reputation they have. Go there and order the Crazy Puffs. It's $4 for 4 of them. Okay, and they're the size of a cupcake, and it's essentially what it is. It's a pizza cupcake. It is so fucking good, dude. It's better than anything they have on their menu, and it's better than anything in fast food right now. Like, oh my god, it's so good.
Listen, let's go on the record though. Is that like there's the meme that says you're like, well, is it good? And you're like, well, it's hot and it's ready.
It's hot and ready.
Hot, it's ready. And I'm like, listen, while it's hot, if you eat it, it's good. But if you wait until like it cools down, you're gonna need a chisel, a little bit of a chisel to get through it, because it's gonna be rough.
Yeah.
That is the plight of the single man. Okay, the single 30-plus-year-old man is it's hot. It's good enough.
Pickle pizza.
Like,
Pickle pizza.
You know,
great idea.
it's funny that you say that because I dated a guy once and I kind of got the ick because he would bring home a lot of congealed cheese pizza. And I was like, you eat this, like, I got a little icked out. Yeah.
That's that is a deserved dick.
That's something you eat in the car in the privacy of traffic. You don't eat that at home with other people.
Yeah.
You don't. Yeah.
People know less. Why would you admit to it?
Yeah, you eat
For
that
my
in
dog.
shame.
No, it's not for me.
Yeah. Hey, you eat that in shame in your car, and then you throw it away, so there's no evidence whatsoever.
Exactly.
Yeah, because like me as a potential girlfriend, I'm thinking like, oh man, so you're gonna have a heart attack and die, and I'm gonna have to clean your dirty underwear. You know what I mean? Like, oh, that's gross.
It's gonna taste horrible. Like,
yeah.
Is that just me? I'm thinking that. I don't know why I'm thinking that.
What tastes horrible?
This cum is gonna taste horrible.
What?
What? No, cheese makes your cum taste bad. You didn't know that, do you know?
Oh!
My friend, you need to enunciate like a lot more with your thought process before you just jump to those words. You need.
No, but yeah.
You should have known that it was going there eventually.
Well, so this is the problem is I'm listening because I know how retarded you sound. But then I saw Mindy's face and I went, oh, she doesn't know you're retarded. This is going to have to explain this.
I tell you what.
She follows me on Instagram.
I tell you what. You know what? I think you finally made the case for pineapple pizza. There you go.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I fucking love a pineapple pizza.
Kyle says I guess Cole would know. That's fair. Order a pineapple pizza and it should make the sauce taste better. I mean, there you go. Walkie-talkies you need. Ever helpful. Also, he sent me a little fact that lentils are actually first mentioned 8,000 years ago, or 8,000 before Christ, which means they're over 10,000 years old. Which is wild.
I have something to say, dude, Kyle.
What do you have to say to Kyle?
I don't know what cum tastes like. I just know that I've had a lot of complaints because I eat a lot of cheese. Okay, moving on.
I mean, he put out a survey. And everyone was like, "Hey, cheese man, it's a little too cheesy in the South." I mean, that's fair.
There's cheese on everything.
I mean,
American cheese, no less.
Oh, Jesus Christ, you're a monster, bro. Mind you, it's not going to get better with gorgonzola or something. That's going to make it much worse. Right? Like, it's not.
I mean,
you're going to have to. Everything I read says you need a balanced diet, and a pineapple or two every so often is a good way to shake out the problems.
I love pineapple.
I mean, and so you should.
It's my favorite juice.
Yeah. You gotta, definitely pineapple. Less cheese. And lentil soup will help. I think.
Listen,
Also, if you like pineapple has like
hold on. My message to everyone, for your loved ones, everyone, have a pineapple every so often. Just show them that you care. That's our PSA for today. Okay.
Also, if you're a weed smoker, pineapple creates like something in your blood. I don't know the science that makes marijuana get you more high. I don't know science.
There you go.
There you go. That's
Don't
nice.
like here.
That's good. That's good. Yeah.
I don't know. I just take the little pieces of paper and they show me how to fly. That's all. Okay. I don't need any of those weird instructions from you, Cole. Have some pineapple. Ridiculous.
I do. Pineapple makes you more high. Actually, anything acidic, anything super acidic makes you higher when you smoke weed. I don't know why. I don't really smoke weed like that either. I just know that every stoner has told me that.
Here, Mindy, in New York, is it totally legal? Can you just buy it anywhere, or what's the deal? Because
yeah, you can literally buy it on every corner because on every corner is a different weed shop.
Right.
Yeah, okay. It's ridiculous.
That's where we're at right now in Toronto as well.
We're getting our licenses in Ohio this month. So
you guys are just
going to start selling probably next month.
So for us, if you know where to go, like you can get great stuff. But I'm like the place I went to, they even they cleaned out my vape cartridge, and they're like, "Oh, here, you just clean it with alcohol." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, great." Yeah, it was just service with a smile. I'm like, "This is so much fun." And then, but I'm it's a wild time where you're like, everybody has it, and you're like, yeah, you just on every street corner and everything, right? So.
It's awesome. You can even buy shroom bars. You can buy shrooms. You can buy weed. You can buy whatever edible you want. It's so nice. Yeah.
I explained that to a guy today. I'm like, yeah, there's a store that I go to. And he's like, oh, but it's not like a real. I'm like, no, bro, it's like a franchise. There's like 13 of them throughout the city. You just pull up. You just buzz yourself in. They let you in. You're like, no big deal. Buy it with cash. You walk out. You're done.
Isn't it weird that we can buy weed and be high in front of a cop, but we can't have TikTok much longer? This is such a weird time.
Bro, this is the time of the weirdest shit that ever happened, right? It's constantly they're like, we're gonna ban walking with your left foot. You're like, what are you talking about?
But you can do drugs in Oregon. You can do cocaine and meth in Oregon. Go ahead and do bath salts. We don't care.
Well, that's the thing. Look, but nothing makes any sense anymore, right? Like, look, I've explained this on stage before where I'm like, when I was young, if somebody had a tattoo on their face, that person was a murderer. Okay, that person killed. If it was on their neck, just stay away from that person. They'll kill you. You'll die.
Right? Now,
if I see somebody with a face tattoo, they're probably vegan. Maybe they're a CrossFitter. And they're definitely gonna they have a new rap album that is also a country western somehow. And you're like, oh, listen to my Spotify. You're like, what the fuck is happening right now?
Usually, if Dino meets somebody with a tattoo on their face, he's like, "Do you know Cole Clayton?"
100%. I'm like, I know one person that makes bad decisions, and his name is Cole Clayton. Immediately, just right. And more often than not, people are like, I do know that guy. And I'm like, that's shenanigans. Immediately. Absolutely. The person's a spy.
Know me second-handedly. It's weird.
I mean,
Mindy thought I lived in Brooklyn this whole time, apparently.
You know what? I'm embarrassed to admit, I really thought that you were another comic that I'm friends with from the mic that I used to run in Brooklyn. You look just like him, and you have similar names.
He has that kind of face, though. You're like, he looks like a degenerate.
Yeah. I'll send you a picture of my friend. Yeah, behind the scenes. And you look just like this guy. I thought that.
You know how many times I've been told I look like some bearded white guy? Oh, you look like him. Yeah. Bearded fat white guy. Hell, I think Kenzie Dino told me that we look like brothers. You and me, Dino.
Yeah. No, it's true.
Don't even get me
Yeah,
started.
we look like brothers. We look like brothers, Mindy.
There's
You do, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Christ, Mindy, why? Why do you have to say
Yeah.
The
You
problem
guys
is I'm
definitely
his
look like
much older
you guys,
brother.
you guys definitely look like two bears, one kitchen.
We
He's
did do
actually my dad.
what?
So good
Here
dad.
comes Kyle real quick.
Your
Kyle's
mom,
dad too.
your mom took advantage of me when I was in high school. That's why.
She was also in high school.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
My
when I
mom
was
is
a
the same
freshman.
age as you by like 3 years.
Yeah. Brothers or
Who,
father and
me?
son. I mean, yeah.
Who, me?
No, me and his mom.
Are the same age? How old are you?
I'm turning 44 this year.
My mom's 48.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I know. I look a
I'm
lot older.
42.
Thanks.
I'm 42.
I really appreciate that, Mindy. You're like, wow, you look older than time itself. That's good.
No, you don't.
It makes me just feel so warm on the inside. It's definitely.
No, I'm trying to see why.
Did
Everyone
they give out Social Security cards when you were born?
listen. I was yeah. My social security number is 1. I was the first one that was there. That's the inherent problem, right? So I've been threatening my wife that I'll shave my beard because if I shave my beard, I immediately look like I'm 15 years old, right?
I have that problem too.
I was born, and then 8 minutes later, this beard formed, and I was like, "All right." Then they were like, "Here's a shot of whiskey," and I'm like, "Oh, thank you."
Bro, if I shave, I'm not even allowed to buy alcohol. Like, they'll be like, this is fake. This is a fake ID.
Bro,
I swear to God, I'm 30 years old. I'm a grown man. I have a child. Look at him. He's a child. Are you buying alcohol for a child? For a minor? No, I'm just saying I have one.
People get mad if I pump gas. They're like, "Are you old enough to pump gas?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about? I'm an old person. I'm retired. I'm an old person. You sons.
Why are you? You're a 6'12" Why are you driving?"
That's exactly it. Yeah, I definitely look a little bit like I might have. I was on the short bus for some reason. That's fine. Yeah, no, that's reasonable.
That's okay. I mean, that's all of us comics. We're all little short bus. And a lot of comics, I find there's always like groups of different comics that look alike. Like, oh, you guys look like. There's like a bunch of guys with like red hair and red beards. There's a bunch of guys with like that are like big Puerto Rican guys. There's like 3 of those guys. There's like,
it sounds like most male comics just lack grooming skills. It's just all beards.
Yeah.
That is not how that came across, sir. No, men should always be well groomed and have skills at grooming their facial hair specifically. No other grooming, just hair, and that's it. Stop. I'm glad your mom cleared up. If Dina was your father, you'd only be
really
here
bad
as a result of a failed abortion. Thanks, Amy. I really appreciate that. That's very kind of you and thoughtful. I'll just go fuck myself. That's nice. Super duper.
Okay. Right. So, guys, my pot went off. All right. So it stopped. It started beeping. So that means it's done with the cycle. So let me show you what it looks like.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what your stuff looks like. I wasn't expecting that we'd be. I didn't think we'd do the whole thing. But yeah. So far, it's like this kind of consistency. I don't know if you could see it.
Yeah.
It's like this. I'll see if it's palatable. Hold on.
So the question is, usually they would burst. So now it's a question of, are they enough or
are they bursty enough?
They're definitely close.
I mean, if they're not done, you can go ahead and bust out the pre-made batch if you want.
And
we could still leave it for a little bit more. Yeah, like I could do it now, or I could leave it. It could go either way, honestly. Like I could be okay with this, but let's let it burst up a little bit more. Well, let me show you guys what I did last night.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is forget about this fresh shit. I want to show you the shit that's from the refrigerator from yesterday. This has been freshly microwaved.
That's a lot thicker though, and everything looks a lot softer.
Yeah,
that's top tier. Yeah,
it's like really chili, bad.
It's like
it looks like chili.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I fuck with it. You put a little sour cream on it, or is that just me? Put a little tzatziki on that shit.
A little tzatziki. Listen.
Yeah, I know. Now Ben's getting horny because he's Greek.
Yeah. So Mindy, I actually made Cole tzatziki. I made my own tzatziki for him and left it with him. He was like, "Holy shit, that goes on everything." I'm like, "My tzatziki goes on
chicken nuggets in it and
everything."
tacos.
Yeah, I know.
This was good, bro.
My tzatziki is top tier business. You can't.
I put hot sauce in it. Though. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, and if you add hot sauce, it only makes it even that much better.
Just drop some of my Texas fucking habanero Tabasco in that shit.
Oh, for real.
Wow.
It was good.
How do you make your tzatziki?
It is a private. I'm sorry, Mindy. I appreciate you are a comedian and a peer, but I do not.
Lemon and garlic and cucumbers.
He's
got his own recipe, but that's just
it is a family secret. I will come. I will make it for you.
I work in a Euro place. I know what I'm talking about. It's just lemon, cucumbers, you shred the cucumbers, garlic, and sour cream. That's it. That's the basic recipe. That's the across the board recipe. Dino has his own family recipe, I'm sure.
He is a liar and a charlatan. Do not listen to his recipe.
Use lemon pepper.
Listen.
I'm gonna use yogurt, and I'm gonna use dill, and I'm gonna use
Greek yogurt. Yeah.
Hey,
I'm gonna use the Greek yogurt. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Hey, and you know what? You'll have a decent tzatziki. Mine will change your life. Don't use vanilla. Don't use vanilla.
No. No, you need the Mykonos yogurt.
Yo, hey, listen. So everyone knows there's a little PSA. Okay, let's just do this right now. Is if you need yogurt for a recipe, most often don't buy vanilla. Vanilla is a dessert. So you want just plain. You're looking for plain vanilla.
That's not yogurt. It's not
your recipe is not going to turn out the way you thought. Okay.
Cottage cheese.
Vanilla yogurt.
That's cotton cheese.
Listen, you're gonna have problems. Okay, you're gonna have problems.
Cotton cheese.
Anyways,
cotton cheese, bro.
Cole, how is yours turning out? Let's see what your bowls. I
think mine's about ready. Let's think.
Let's see.
Yours have probably bursted up more than mine already because you're on the full flame. How high is the flame?
I use an electric stove. I live in an apartment. They don't trust me with gas.
I mean, that's a reasonable thing.
But yeah, I think it's about ready. I'm gonna bust out a bowl real quick. Where's my bowl? Get a bowl.
Everyone, you should have tried. If you want to see something really hilarious, check out his cooking last week on a barbecue outside with charcoal. I'm telling you, the fire definitely made somebody's eyebrows shorter. 100%.
It was fun. I don't care what anybody says. I'm a great grill master.
I never said you were a bad one. I was just saying somebody came away a little bit lighter, a little more surprised in life.
I did. It was like a hot flame, right?
I mean,
it was really, really heavy on the fire.
Listen, you also were using a lot of lighter fluid, so that kind of contributes.
You're giving lighter fluid. You're not. Okay, let's talk about that for a second. Why are people like me just allowed to buy lighter fluid at any grocery store for like $3, dude? They want to talk about, the gun in this country is a real problem, but I can just go get lighter fluid and a lighter, and nobody questions it. I don't got to show ID. You got to show ID for Sudafed, but you don't got to show an ID for lighter fluid? Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, listen, there's a lot of ways to do things. And remember, if you mix lighter fluid with paint and old oil from your car, that makes a very...
Bro, you put ammonia in your toilet, you're blowing the place up.
Well, it makes a very viscous, flammable fluid that can be thrown at things. Just an FYI, in case anyone wanted to know.
I don't know what the fuck
all of my boys are pyros. I feel like most men are pyros, though. I don't think that's Here, Mindy, give us a female perspective. Do you enjoy fire, things ablaze, a campfire? Or what's your opinion?
No, men are fucking weird and crazy. I don't understand your guys' obsession with like knives and guns and like fish hooks and like shit like that. Yeah, it's like weird to me. Yeah,
That's
but
fair.
Because we had to take down woolly mammoths in our youth, in our species youth. Okay, we just want to kill stuff.
Technically, woolly mammoths are coming back. There is that science is happening. So, if anything, all we're doing, Mindy, is trying to prepare for the return of our rival. Where we gotta team up. Listen, I'm Greek. I'm gonna learn the phalanx, and we're just gonna have to show down with a woolly mammoth. I'm down. Like I'm. This is gonna be a wild experience. Cole, are you trying the lentils? What's going on there, bro?
I'm plating. Give me a second.
So, okay, so I'll tell you this about the lentil soup that we made together. So, I didn't add salt to mine, so I might want to add salt later, you know?
Yeah.
I try to add it at the end because I'm always trying to be health and diet conscious, you know?
100%.
So I don't want to be retaining fluid and, have swollen ankles. Nobody likes that. So you might want to add more. That's add to your taste.
Yeah, and remember too is there is salt already in your bouillon, in your beef broth. So that's reduced sodium, but that still has salt in it, people. So
a little bit of sodium.
That's enough to bring out flavor. You may want to salt yourself a little bit extra. I'm also very salt conscious. I try and not add salt to my dishes as little as possible.
Generally, don't add salt to stuff unless it's
well, I'd rather a lot of other spices and flavors that make it more flavorful, and then a little bit of salt just to make everything pop. So.
Oh, absolutely. So, like, if you want to cut out salt, you could add also like a lot of garlic, a lot of like lemon. Squeezing lemon in lentil soup is really good too. So. There's a really good place in Astoria also called Pita Hut, and my friend owns it. And my friend Colette that owns the store, me and him have had more conversations about lentil soup, than anybody in the world. So he makes a really good lentil soup, and we'll compare notes. And sometimes he'll put even like orange water in it, It's like really good. But I'll show you some other mix-ins. So chop up this fresh parsley and put it in. That's really good. Everything bagel seasoning. You could get this at TJ Maxx for like $4.
I got some of that too.
Yeah, that mixes really well in soup. And then my favorite, extra toasty cheeses. Yeah. If they're not extra toasty, forget it. These are really good. If you like,
crackers.
Yeah. Oh yeah, with saltines. I mean.
Yeah.
Mr. Frisky, thank you for the compliment on the beers. I appreciate it.
Just you, thank you. And honestly, extra toasty. That is fair point. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a very specific. I like it.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'm not even because these will be $3 for $5 at Walgreens down the block from my house. But if they're regular Cheez-Its, just no, thank you. Like only these. These are haute cuisine. It's so good. High culture.
Extra toasted is the way to go. I mean, absolutely. I mean, see, that's the thing is what people forget is like there is the salty, sweet, the bitter, the crispy, soft. Like you need all those different things. Acidic, a little bit like. There's so much to go off, but I'm like, if you're missing something like a crunch, extra toasty, hit the spot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you need a nice char.
I will hands down try, like I will experiment with different corn chips, like for dipping, like just tortilla chips. And I'm like, a good thicker chip makes the world of difference with your experience. I'm like, it's just better. There's a better crunch, better flavor, better everything. Just facts.
Oh yeah. the Mexican place by me, if you get the guacamole, and then for an extra 50 cents, they'll give you more chips, but it's like a whole bag of really nice tortilla chips. And they're like thin, but very sturdy. They're so good.
That's really good.
I should go. Yeah, really, really good chips. So I always get extra chips just to bring them home.
Nice.
All right, Dana, let's show these pictures, bro.
All right, I'm trying. Just calm down. Calm down, bro.
This is your recipe, by the way, Mindy.
You liked it?
It's good. I haven't tried it yet, but it looks good. It looks pretty.
Yeah, it's so easy.
Dina's gonna. I took some pictures. Dina's gonna show them real quick.
We got.
Oh, okay.
From far away. We get
Wow, you're really good. Oh yeah.
A little bit more, and then we have boom.
Wow. Really, really nice.
Looking good. Cole, now give us a taste test. Let's see how it worked.
All right.
Want to dig in?
Let's see if he'll poop himself into a healthier day tomorrow.
It's good for your heart.
Oh, it's very good for your heart. All right, on a cracker, hit it.
That's really good.
Hey, there we go.
Nice.
Keep this in mind, everyone, is a bag of lentils will feed a family of 4. Not a family of 4 if you include me and Cole, because we are pigs. But a normal,
definitely a family of 4.
we'll eat an entire wad of lentils in one sitting because we're fat, right? But we're committed. Like we'll eat that, and then we're like snakes. We'll eat that and not eat for
chicken at KFC.
Yeah, we each get a bucket.
We get our own bucket.
Yeah. I like to get the sampler where it has like all the different types of chicken. You get a little popcorn, some tenders, get some nuggets, get some full chicken. It's great.
Extra crispy.
Absolutely. I like a little variety with my chicken. But that's the thing is like, so knowing full well that with a reasonable amount of veg and spicing, you can make lentils as a full meal, and it provides a significant source of protein and fiber, all really good things for your body. And especially if you have any dietary restrictions, it is a great source for a lot of good stuff for your body. It is one of the oldest crops to ever exist in history, and it's something that has literally been eaten by both the poor and the rich equally throughout history.
It's also really good with White Claw. I'm not gonna lie. Like this is a great
I mean, what more testimony can you want, people? But it goes well.
So like you got the lentil, which is good for you, and then you got the White Claw, which is like the best alcoholic beverage for you. You know, there's no calories, there's no sugar, it's very low carbs. You know, so if you're trying to have like a I don't know, like a one of those type of meals, you know, where you're trying to get drunk and eat, this is a great deal, good for you. You know. So.
Listen, it checks a lot of the boxes. Even it'll be considered foreign food. You can be like, oh, I'm very cultured. I made lentils the other day. And people are like, wow, man, he probably has friends that speak other languages or something. Like, it'll work. It's a good plan, people. Mindy,
with an accent. You sound like.
Oh yeah, maybe you can start talking with a British accent. Be like, I made lentils last week. They were delicious. You know, it's so fun. Yeah. Cultured person. That's reasonable. Mindy, you have been fantastic. Thank you very much for sharing this. Where can everyone find you?
Oh, find me at Mindy Wirth on Instagram or at your local hospital, or I'll probably be working.
Yeah, in the ER if you need help.
Can you imagine someone goes to the hospital and they're like, oh my God, is that Mindy Wirth? And you're like, what the hell? Like,
is that the chick that was on Hammered and Cheese?
My number is 911. Call me sometime.
Yes. That is fantastic. That is how you advertise. Wonderful. All right, everybody. This has been Hammered and Cheese lentil soup. It's healthy. It's wonderful. Check it out and report back as a comment and let us know what you thought of it. And we'll be back next week with more cooking. Have a great night, everyone. Peace.
Bye.